Welcome to volume 37 of Nintendo Switch games that I definitely believe you should buy before they become rare and expensive. So today's going to be a pretty interesting video. There's a subscriber that commented on one of my previous videos on how I should make a video on games that have gone up in price ever since I started this series. So here it is. By the way, if you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend doing so. I talk about modern gaming, retro gaming, rare games, as well as hidden gems. I post every single week and you don't want to miss out. So with that being said, feel free to sit back, relax, and let's dive into it. The first game we're going to talk about today is Signalis. So this is a survival horror game that blends classic Resident Evil style gameplay with an atmospheric sci-fi story. Set in a dystopian future, you play as Elster, a technician searching for her missing partner on a mysterious planet. The game features pixel art graphics with a retro feel, but it's paired with modern design elements to create a unique, immersive experience. The gameplay is a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. You'll navigate creepy, dark environments while managing limited resources like ammo and health items. The survival horror elements, like running out of ammo or having to backtrack to solve puzzles, make the game feel more intense and rewarding. Overall, Signalis is a great choice for fans of classic survival horror. Its combination of retro aesthetics, deep story, and tense gameplay make it a standout as one of the most unique indie games on Nintendo Switch. So yeah, this is definitely one of the best sci-fi horror games I've ever played. The environment, the art style, the ambient music, everything about it is awesome. It feels like a retro game, but with modern mechanics. It's really cool. I can't believe how much this has shot up in value as well too. So when I first got this game, I got it from Amazon for $20. The game is now worth $80 to $100. That's insane. So yeah, if you're into classic survival horror with a sci-fi twist, I highly recommend picking this one up when you can. Game number 2 is going to be Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. So both of these games are turn-based JRPGs. That's part of the larger Trails series from Falcom. Set in the city of Crossbell, you play as Lloyd Bannings, a young police officer who teams up with a diverse group of characters to investigate various mysteries in a city on the brink of political and social unrest. The game features classic turn-based combat, with a few modern twists, including a system where positioning and the use of arts are key to victory. It's all about strategy, deciding when to attack, when to use special abilities, and how to move your characters on the battlefield. Outside of combat, you'll spend a lot of time talking to NPCs, completing side quests, and exploring Crossbell. The world is rich with detail, and there's a lot to uncover. The characters are well developed, and you'll get attached to them as you progress in the game. The visuals are charming, with detailed 2D sprites and colorful environments, and the soundtrack is fantastic, with an array of tracks that add to the atmosphere and help set the tone for both action-packed moments and emotional scenes. Overall, Trails from Azure is a fantastic choice for fans of classic JRPGs. If you're already a fan of the Trails series and looking for a meaty story-driven JRPG, this game is definitely for you. So yeah, the Trails series is absolutely amazing. It's crazy how much they've gone up in price as well. When these games first came out, they were $60. Now you're finding them for around $80 to $120 online. Now I know these games got a reprint. I know Trails from Zero got a reprint, but I'm not sure about Azure. And I know you can get that copy on Video Games Plus. So yeah, if you're a fan of JRPGs as well as the Trails series and have not played these games yet or own them, and you're a collector, I highly recommend picking these games up as well when you can. Game number 3 is going to be Ruiner, which I have the special edition for as well. Let me grab that. Here is the special edition. The beautiful box art. So this is a fast-paced top-down action game set in a dark cyberpunk future. You play as a mysterious character called the Reaper, who embarks on a violent quest to rescue his kidnapped brother. The game mixes intense combat with a gripping story, all set in a neon-lit dystopian world. The core of Ruiner is its combat. It's a brutal, high-speed mix of gunplay, melee attacks, and powerful abilities. You'll face off against waves of enemies, dodging bullets and using various items and weapons and upgrades to survive. The game's combat is somewhat challenging but satisfying, with fluid controls that make you feel like a cybernetic warrior. Overall, this game is an adrenaline-pumping action game that excels in combat and visual design. If you enjoy games with fast combat, the cyberpunk setting, and a focus on action, this is definitely worth checking out. So yeah, this game is absolutely amazing. I actually found out about this game through Monado Max's livestream. And one thing that I gotta tell you guys is that there's only 8,000 copies of this game made. So yeah, when I first got this game, I actually got it on eBay for $60, and that was for the limited edition. Now the limited edition is actually worth $100 to $120, and the standard version is about $80. So yeah, if you're into fun, cyberpunk, sci-fi style games, this is definitely one that I highly recommend checking out. Game number 4 is going to be TSUKIHIME, which I have the special edition for as well. Let me grab that, 1 second. Boom, there is the special edition for TSUKIHIME. So this is a visual novel that's a remake of the classic 2000s game Type Moon. It's a dark supernatural story filled with mystery, romance, and suspense. You play as Shiki, a young man with the ability to see death lines on objects and people, and your journey leads you through encounters with vampires, strange creatures, and complicated relationships. This game is primarily about reading through the story, making choices that affect the outcome, and experiencing different characters' routes. The game features a lot of branching paths, with different endings depending on your decisions. The narrative is heavy with dialogue, and the choices you make can steer the plot in different directions, leading to various character interactions and mysteries being revealed. It's less about the action and more about experiencing the plot and the character's development. The story is dark, complex, and emotionally charged. There are supernatural elements like vampires and otherworldly beings, mixed with deep themes of love, guilt, and personal growth. The game's writing is engaging, and the plot twists keep you hooked. Overall, TSUKIHIME is a great choice for fans of visual novels, especially those who enjoy darker and more complex stories. If you're into immersive storytelling and don't mind reading a lot, this game is definitely worth checking out. So yeah, this is hands down one of the most beautiful and well put together visual novels I have ever played. And yes, the price of this game definitely skyrocketed after it was released. The base game was going for $60, and now it's about $80 to $90. So I got the collector's edition from GameStop as a pre-order for $85. It's now worth $150 to $160. So yeah, it's quite the price jump. And the game that came out before this, which you don't necessarily have to play, it's called Witch on the Holy Night. That one released for $60, it's now $300. That's insane. So yeah, in my opinion personally, if you're into visual novels, this is definitely a must buy. It's a beautiful experience, you're gonna love it, I promise you. And last but not least is The Bridge Curse, which I also have the limited edition for as well. Let me grab that. Boom, there it is. The Bridge Curse Special Edition. So this is a first-person horror game set in an eerie haunted university. You play as a group of students who dare to spend the night at a cursed bridge known for its dark history. The game is all about exploration, solving puzzles, and avoiding terrifying supernatural threats. The game is mostly about walking around and uncovering the mystery of the cursed bridge. As you explore, you'll encounter creepy moments and terrifying entities. The scares are mostly atmospheric, with jump scares and the constant feeling that something is lurking nearby. There's also some puzzle solving involved, but it's fairly straightforward. The story revolves around the curse of the bridge, with the group trying to survive the night while learning more about its sinister past. It's simple, but an effective horror setup that keeps you invested as you uncover the mystery piece by piece. The graphics are pretty decent, with dark and moody environments that help set the horror tone. The sound design, however, is where the game really shines. The eerie sound effects and haunting music heighten the sense of dread, making each moment feel tense and unnerving. Overall, The Bridge Curse is a solid horror game for those looking for a short but spooky experience. Its creepy atmosphere and tension-filled moments make it worth checking out for fans of haunted, first-person horror games. So yeah, this series is great. If you're into horror games, you gotta play The Bridge Curse 1 and 2, and they're both available now for the Switch. So this game is the one that actually skyrocketed the most after its release. I got this game for $39 on PlayAsia.com. Yes, $39. It is now going for $150 online. That's insane. Granted, yes, I know it's a PlayAsia exclusive, so there's only a very limited run for those games, but still, going from $39 to $150, that's crazy. And honestly, as a collector, it's definitely worth it in my opinion, especially if you're a fan of horror as well. Either way, if you're a fan of horror games, this is another great one that I highly recommend checking out. And like always, we got a bonus game to talk about, which actually released just this morning, and that game is Dragon Quest III, the 2D HD Remake. So this is the game that I'm adding to this video because I've been looking forward to this game for quite a while now, and I want to talk about it. So I've only played this game for about an hour before making this video, and I gotta say, it's definitely amazing, and I'm really enjoying where it's going so far. So this remake is a visually enhanced version of the classic 1988 JRPG. It keeps the charm of the original while updating the graphics with beautiful 2D HD visuals. You play as a hero, setting out on a journey to defeat the evil Baramos with a party of customizable characters. The game is a traditional turn-based RPG with exploration, dungeon crawling, and battles. You'll create and upgrade your party as you progress, choosing from a variety of classes and abilities. The remaster retains the classic feel of the original, but adds more modern conveniences like fast battles and clearer menus. The story is a classic hero's journey, with a rich narrative about saving the world from evil. It's simple but effective, with plenty of memorable moments and side quests that keep you engaged. The new HD 2D visuals are stunning, with vibrant character sprites and detailed environments that blend retro and modern styles. Overall, this remake is a fantastic update to the beloved classic. It's a great way to experience a timeless RPG with a fresh new look and feel. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm only about an hour into this game, and I gotta say, it's awesome. The music, the art style, the whole vibe of it, it's absolutely amazing. And the 2D HD visuals are outstanding. It definitely has Octopath Traveler vibes, which of course it will because it's made by Square Enix, but it's done very, very well. So yeah, this game is exactly what I was hoping it was gonna be. So yeah, if you're into JRPGs, or just getting into Dragon Quest, I highly recommend picking this game up. This game really does feel like the start of a whole new adventure. Alright, well there you have it. There's some more games that I highly recommend picking up. Even though I've talked about these games before, this is mainly an update for games that have gone up in prices ever since I've started the series. And like I always say, if there's other games you guys recommend I check out as well, please let me know in the comments. I'm into anything and everything the Nintendo Switch has to offer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. With that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy gaming, and God bless. Peace.